Meet John and his 7-year-old daughter, Emma. It's a typical morning. John checks the weather, maps the traffic on his phone, and they begin their drive to a local playground. While they go about their day, they are unknowingly fueling a massive, opaque, $227 billion global industry. This entire economy operates through a 3-stage supply chain: extraction, aggregation, and monetization. Every step depends on the one that came before it. The raw material powering this multi-billion-dollar system is the unconsented, moment-by-moment behavioral data of ordinary people. Phase 1 is extraction. The average mobile app contains 6 hidden trackers, often embedded via third-party developer code called SDKs. An SDK, or Software Development Kit, is a set of pre-packaged tools that helps developers build apps while allowing third parties to quietly log user behavior. As John drives to the park, 4 different apps are pinging location data periodically in the background, mapping his movements without him ever opening them. Later, John and Emma use a photo filter app to add bunny ears to a selfie. While the app adds the filter, it simultaneously extracts the metadata from every photo in John's entire library. Metadata is the hidden digital information embedded in a file, such as the exact GPS coordinates and time a photo was taken. This raw data moves into Phase 2, aggregation. The primary players here are data brokers. These companies collect and sell personal information about individuals with whom they have no direct relationship. Brokers link offline physical actions, like John buying ice cream with a credit card, to his online behavioral profiles using identifiers like his email address or phone number. These entities construct vast profiles containing up to 5,000 characteristics per person. However, these digital portraits are often flawed, with studies showing that over 40% of the assumed attributes are inaccurate. This relentless harvesting and aggregation packages users into commodified, hyper-detailed profiles ready to be sold in the final phase of the supply chain. Phase 3 is monetization. Let's freeze the narrative on the exact fraction of a second when Emma opens a tablet game and an ad for a scooter appears. In this millisecond, an ad network gathers device data and the IDFA, a user-controllable code enabling cross-app tracking. Advertisers instantly cross-reference this IDFA with broker profiles, launching a real-time bidding war. The highest bidder, whose audience matches John's profile, wins the ad space. The process continues through Mechanism B, ad attribution. The monetization phase tracks user behavior long after the initial ad is shown. Attribution links the scooter ad to subsequent actions, like John visiting a physical toy store later that day. Advertisers use this data to optimize future cross-device retargeting campaigns. This phase turns isolated personal moments into a perpetual automated surveillance loop designed to influence future consumer behavior. Apple entered this landscape as a structural disruptor. Their approach is guided by the philosophy that privacy is a fundamental human right. 4 core principles dictate their design: data minimization, user transparency and control, on-device processing, and security. These principles break the extraction phase. Safari's intelligent tracking prevention blocks web tracking by default, and Apple Maps uses random rotating identifiers so no one can link a location history to a specific user. Apple breaks the aggregation phase using on-device processing. Actions like Apple Pay transactions are processed locally on the hardware itself, starving data brokers of raw material. On-device processing means the computation happens on your physical phone rather than on a remote company server. By re-engineering the baseline architecture of the device, Apple severs the supply chain at its source, preventing user data from ever reaching the open market. To disrupt the monetization phase, Apple introduced App Tracking Transparency, or ATT. ATT requires apps to ask permission before tracking you across other companies' apps and websites. When a user selects Ask App Not to Track, the developer is cut off from the IDFA. This cripples the ad network's ability to link behavior to a central profile. Apple aims to stop tracking, not advertising. They provided tools like SK Ad Network and Private Click Measurement, which allow advertisers to verify the success of a campaign without ever learning the specific user's identity. The App Store also introduced the App Privacy section. This forces developers to publicly self-report their data practices, bringing transparency to a formerly opaque industry. These interventions don't destroy the digital economy. They force it to evolve by shifting the power of